In this third module, we're going to focus on building collaboration and promoting social development and group responsibility. You're going to explore how teachers do things like teaching leadership skills and providing opportunities for students to use leadership skills in your classroom. How can you promote social development and responsibility in independent and in group settings? How do you group your students in learning situations in your classroom so that they communicate and work together? And finally, how can you create opportunities for your students to be self-directed learners? When you've finished watching this module video and going to the discussion forums, it's time at the end of the third module to begin your first peer assessment. What a peer assessment is that we have 2 peer assessments in this course designed to help you write up your start of the school year plan. If you go to the peer assessment link on the left-hand navigation bar, you'll find directions. The first plan covers the first 3 modules where you write up your plans on how you're going to implement that in your classroom. You submit your peer assessment, and then you'll receive emails where you are asked to review the peer assessment projects of 3 of your peers. Now, they might not be from the exact same grade level as you, but they're all similar in terms of they're either elementary or from the same content area, so you provide feedback around the plans as best you can according to the rubric. We'll do this again at the end of the 6th module. We hope you enjoy reading other people's plans and providing them with helpful feedback.
Part of creating an effective environment involves promoting social development and responsibility in independent and group learning. Teachers can foster these skills by designing opportunities for students to become self-directed learners, providing students with opportunities to work together and communicate with each other, and teaching leadership skills, planning opportunities for all students to use them. Teach your students to make decisions about their learning and how to act responsibly. Then let them know that you think they can do it by giving them opportunities to practice. Give them feedback on how they're doing and the choices that they're making. Most importantly, give them a chance to reflect on how they're doing individually and as a class. In taking the time to go through this process, you'll find that students may surprise you with what they can do.
Students' social development is just as important as the curriculum that is delivered in your classroom. In some ways, their social development is inseparable from their academic growth and an important part of the elementary school teacher's job. Students need to be given opportunities to learn responsibility when working independently and with classmates. Teach them leadership skills and allow them to practice. Students also need to be shown how to take responsibility for their own learning, leading them to become self-directed learners. There are specific strategies you can use to help your students develop their leadership skills and become self-directed learners. Many teachers find it effective to give students jobs in the classroom as a means of developing their sense of responsibility. By distributing meaningful tasks to students that are important to the classroom community, teachers are able to develop student responsibility. Students feel as if they are making meaningful contributions to the class and therefore feel ownership.
Getting my 6th graders to work effectively in teams and in groups was probably the hardest part of their training. It took a little time, and definitely role-playing, modeling, and whole class practice, and constantly moving around and monitoring their group skills. In planning group activities, I have to think about my objective for the lesson, an appropriate size for the group, ways to allow students to experience different roles, even something as simple as avoiding grouping students who don't work well together. But the challenges are worth the effort. Not only are they more engaged, but I'm also giving them opportunities to become better communicators and develop socially.
Elementary school teachers help teach students to work and live in a community. We teach students that others in the community have different backgrounds, skills, and points of view. We show them how to work in groups and help them discover the tools for effective communication in groups. We create opportunities for students to practice acting responsibly and being self-directed learners. We give students effective leadership skills and strive to increase their self-esteem and confidence. Your teaching efforts in these areas have a tremendous impact on your students.